When you think of zombie series, you probably imagine shows with stereotypical characters, twists after twists, or even forced romances in the middle of all the chaos. But there's a show on Netflix that tries to ignore all of that and focuses on something much simpler, and at the same time, way more effective. How to really survive when everything around you is constantly falling apart. No one really knows who to trust, no one has superpowers, and at any moment, you could get eaten. There's no room for emotional drama. What you're watching is as close to real as it gets. It's brutal, unpredictable, and completely addictive. If you think you've seen everything there is about zombies, you really haven't. Black Summer follows Rose, Jamie King, a mother desperate to find her daughter in the middle of a zombie outbreak that destroyed the city in just a few days. Along the way, she encounters other survivors. On paper, it's a simple premise, right? But what's interesting is that no one is a combat expert or magically skilled at handling the undead. Everyone is an ordinary person thrown into a scenario of absolute horror, so every wrong move can literally cost a life. That makes every escape and every attempt to find food or shelter way more tense than most shows in the genre. This is a serious series with no comic relief and no heroic characters, just real fear and chaos. So it's already clear what Black Summer brings to the table and how it stands out story-wise. But what about execution? Well, it's on par. The show is fast and no nonsense. There's no time to build unnecessary subplots that could make episodes drag. It throws you straight into the collapse and doesn't let go. The long, continuous takes during chase and combat scenes make you feel like you're running alongside the characters. The tension is relentless, and that matters because most zombie shows stick to predictable escape routes or recycled deaths. It doesn't feel like every other show because it doesn't follow the same formula, which would end up watering down the experience. On top of that, the interactions between survivors are full of conflict, fear, and those questionable decisions that make you want to argue with the TV. All the characters have their own issues and limitations, nothing is cliche, and that's exactly why it stands out. Just when you think someone might die or the group might split, and you start to assume it won't happen, it actually does. Black Summer hooks you by showing consequences that aren't planned or predictable. It's not the kind of show where you immediately latch on to the safe protagonist, because here, anyone can get eaten or betrayed, at any moment. Black Summer is perfect for a horror binge. If you still need a reason to watch it, consider the timing. It's the perfect season for a horror binge. With Halloween vibes approaching, the imminent chaos of Black Summer fits perfectly. The episodes are short enough, and the best part? You don't need prep or complex context, just the guts to face the zombie apocalypse head on. Black Summer is incredibly intense and well executed, and critics praise its tension and realistic approach without overdoing it. Its only real flaw might be that character development is a bit slow. So if you're into shows that are all about building characters, this might bug you. But that's understandable, given the absolute focus on survival and chaos. This is exactly the kind of series for genre fans who crave adrenaline and adventure. Don't expect to get emotionally attached. So, does Black Summer pay off? Once you get into the rhythm and style during the first episodes, you can relax knowing it only keeps going. More zombies, more action. Some say the second season dips slightly in quality, but it still delivers a solid, satisfying experience. The show was canceled after 2 seasons, ending with some loose threads, but it still built a dedicated fan base and even earned praise from big names like Stephen King. 2 quick seasons, intense episodes, nonstop action, and real danger at every turn. It's an experience about surviving and feeling the weight of every choice. The only problem? Recognition. It's not uncommon for the best shows to fly under the radar, but with Black Summer, it's almost criminally overlooked. This is an absolutely underrated horror gem. You only realize what you've been missing once you start the binge. Planning to watch Black Summer now? Let us know in the comments.